Hey, what's up, y'all? This is Rodney, and I'm back, and I just wanted to come and run my mouth and talk about some people. All right, y'all, let's go ahead and get into this mess. Um, okay, reunited, and it feels so good. Reunited, okay, and it's understood. Okay. So Kylie Jenner and Jordyn Woods reunited. The two stepped out for a cute dinner last night in Los Angeles. So this is according to the neighborhood talk. Um, Kylie Jenner and Jordyn Woods stepped out for dinner last night in Los Angeles. This comes 4 years after Tristan Thompson's little cheating scandal that ultimately um, tore their friendship apart. The two arrived at the restaurant together and were all smiles from the time they entered to the very end. A Daily Mail obtained photos of the two. Glad they were able to get over that issue. But y'all should have proofread this before y'all put it up. Um, listen, I'm not mad at it. Kylie and Jordyn, they were best friends prior to Tristan Thompson. We already know what happened between Tristan and Jordyn. I always felt that Kylie really felt bad for Jordyn and and basically for the demise of their friendship. I felt like Kylie had probably felt like she had to choose her sister over Jordyn. I remember watching one of the episodes, and I remember Kylie was like crying on the phone because I think like Kim and them other ones, I think they were like on a "We Hate Jordyn," you know, train. And I have my things to say about Jordyn in that situation because I don't think Jordyn was 100% innocent at all. Okay, um, but I also felt like if you can get over baby daddy or not, Tristan Thompson doing what he done or did, continued to do after the whole Jordyn Woods mess. And we know that Tristan was still in these streets. Heavy, 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 heavy. Girl, heavy. Okay. Um, we know he was. So if you can get over all the stuff that Tristan Thompson has done, having a baby, and you still finding somewhere in your heart to muster up enough, girl, whatever, to be around this fool, baby daddy or not, then you can get over whatever happened, that peck of a kiss, whatever happened between Jordyn and Tristan. I'm hoping that Kylie just got to a point where she was like, look, I get it. Jordyn had some wrong in it too. But at the end of the day, if we still gonna have this fool come around and we know what he done, baby daddy or not, then girl, my sister's still gonna come around. I'm talking about Jordyn. That was a gag for me. I could see if Chloe has didn't want to. I know that you still have to deal with your child's father, because that's your child's father. So I could see if Chloe put had wanted to get rid of both of them and only deal with Tristan when she needed to, which would be when it comes to the well-being of their daughter. But girl, you stayed with the fool, pretty much, and then turn around and had another baby with him, and you still mad at Jordyn. Girl, bye. Anyways, even though sometimes I do believe that in some cases, sometimes depending on how close Jordyn and Chloe were, I believe in some situations that you do sometimes expect a little bit more loyalty. I know that's gonna sound crazy because, like, let me say something. If you had a friend, and I'm not saying that Chloe and Jordyn were friends, they were probably cool because of the friendship that was between Kylie and Jordyn. But I'm just saying that if you had a friend or you had a family friend who you've been knowing for X amount of years, right? If you knew a girl since you were 3 years old, you would probably expect a little bit more loyalty from that person who you've been knowing since you were three, and now y'all both 30, and you just met some dude a couple of years ago. God been knowing you since we was 3 years old. In a way, girl, I do expect a little bit more loyalty from you. And we're just gonna be honest about it. God been knowing this nigga for 2 years. Okay? We was walking around here with shitty diapers together. Anyways, all right, moving on. I don't really keep up with the Miracle Watts and what's his name? Tyler. I call him Diamond. Diamond is what they call him. Girl, from P Valley. So this is according to the neighborhood talk. April King. April King is Tyler's um baby mama. He has, I think, a son and a daughter with her. So April King responds to Miracle Watts, referring to her daughter with Tyler Lepley, is that how you pronounce his last name? As my girl, and claims Tyler's parents take care of his financial responsibilities for the children. We are not a blended family. We aren't. My kids aren't her kids. So this is some of what April had to say. Okay.
And the fact that my former partner has parents who participate and then does his financial part, does that mean that he and his new partner get to take credit for what I'm doing here? I've been so quiet about so many things. And despite that, I don't get the respect that I deserve for what I have been through and the work that I continue to do. I'm going to think about what I'm going to say and where I'm going to say it. But we are not a blended family. We're not co-parents. She's not their stepmother. My kids aren't her kids. And the fact that
Okay, so this all stemmed from Tyler posted a picture of their daughter on his Instagram page, and he put, "Who's the prettiest girl in the world?" And then Miracle Watts, which is Tyler's girlfriend, they have a baby. She just had a baby, I'll say probably like what, a year ago. But they also have a child together. I don't know if it's a boy or a girl. I don't know. She put under the photo, "My girl." That's what she put. Okay. Now, Tyler posted this picture 1 day ago. Okay. So I'm just giving y'all a time frame because we're going to get into some mess. We're going to get into the things. Okay. So that's what she put, "My girl," and then she put some hearts. Um, Someone in the comment section. Now, see, this is where I did get a little bit confused. Like, when did this exchange happen between Miracle and April? I don't know. I was trying to go back. I'm a little nosy. I try to do my work sometimes. I tried to go back to Tyler's page where he posted his daughter to see if April and Miracle were going back and forth in his comment section, but I didn't see nothing there. I mean, I don't know if they did or not, but I didn't really see it. So I don't know when this exchange happened. Someone put, "I heard kids." Girl, come on, Messy, as in more than one. And then Miracle responded and said, "Yes, I have 3 kids." And then April tagged Miracle and said, "You do? You have met Leo twice and Jade once. They are not your children." And then Miracle responded and said, "Number one, I would never try to fulfill your shoes as a mother. I have my own shoes to fill. Number two, as a woman and a mother, you should feel good about someone who wants to embrace your children and include them as a family. Would you prefer the opposite? Number three, I don't do internet games. You have my number, Miss King." And then she also then she tagged April again and said, well, she didn't tag, she responded to April. I'm happy you can finally write me from your real page. Proud of you. And then someone tagged April and said, damn, you should be happy someone accepting your children unless you just want her to buy her kid McDonald's and leave yours out. I Googled at that. And I'm trying to, like I said, I'm trying to piece the timeline together and see when these messages were, when they did this exchange. And the only thing I really saw was on Miracle on the Neighborhood Talk. It has 15 hours. So I don't know if this was 15 hours after Tyler posted that picture when April and Miracle got into the exchange, or if this was an exchange from years ago and the screenshots were taken 15 hours after this exchange happened. Y'all get what I'm trying to say? All I'm going to say is this. One thing I know for sure is that the baby mama not going to win in this situation with the public because, one, she's a baby mama and people automatically assume that when the baby mama speaks out against the baby daddy and the new girlfriend, she's automatically jealous. She's automatically a bitter baby mama. You need to move on with your life. You need to let that hurt go. Tyler is someone who has way more of a platform, a bigger platform than April, right? I think that a lot of things can be true at the same time. I think that because Tyler has a platform, I think that because most people will look at Tyler, we call him Diamond, as an attractive man. As much as people don't want to believe it, the way that someone looks can play into how someone is treated. And because Diamond is fine as hell, okay? And then you got Miracle, who is a nice looking girl, got a nice body. I don't know if she paid for it or not, but nonetheless, it's still her body, paid for or not. And now you have April coming out saying what she's saying. This is what I want to know. If April said you have met Leo twice and Jade once, they are not your children. I'm sorry. If that is the truth, I could see why April think that Miracle is playing internet games and just trying to make it seem as though, oh girl, you love my kids. Because there is no way in hell, if this exchange happened the other day, again, I've been trying to figure it out. And this woman is telling you you have been around Leo twice and Jade once, and you respond to her and you don't even address what she just said. You skip all over it. I feel like Miracle is full of shit, and I feel like April is telling the truth. Because if you told me, girl, you've only been around my child twice and then Jade once, I would say, girl, you a goddamn lie. I see your children all the time when it's Diamond's weekend to have the kids. But that's not what she said. Miracle skipped over everything April said and went straight to, I would never try to fulfill your shoes as a woman and a mother. I don't do internet games. That's all cute and dandy. But address what April just said, because April just said you only been around Leo twice and Jade once. So I think it's fair to say that how is it, even though these are, I guess, your future stepchildren, how is it that, girl, and you should show the children love, but how is it that you've only been around this little girl once and this boy twice, and you all on the internet talking about my girl, heart, heart, heart? Girl, you playing games. See, I be trying to tell y'all, we got to stop listening to what people are saying and listen to what they are not saying. And I feel like Miracle responding the way that she did to April and not addressing what April said tells me everything that I need to know. I hope, again, that this exchange was from 3 years ago when she first met, or 4 years ago, or 5 years ago when she first met Miracle. When she first met Tyler, and just not the other day. Because if this was an exchange that happened the other day, that is unacceptable. The public is going to side with Diamond and Miracle. They're going to say that the baby mama is just hating and she's jealous. Can I say something? I just think that, girl, if you're gonna be dealing with somebody in baby mama and baby daddy world, girl, I would think that you would not want a headache. If you know that it's gonna cause less confusion if you just don't be on the internet playing these games, just don't do it. Like Miracle, is something really gonna happen if Miracle did not put my girl heart, heart, heart? I think there are too many people out there who have kids where if you were the April in this situation and your request was for the new girlfriend not to talk about your kids, not to act like you care about my kids, there are too many of y'all who have kids that I feel like if you were April in the situation and you felt like the Miracle of the situation was being disrespectful or being funny or trying to act like they this big happy blended family, and you told her, bitch, stop talking that shit about my kids, stop trying to put on for the public and act like you care about my child when you only been around her once. I think that you would be upset too if you've probably expressed whatever you need to express to this new girlfriend and she's still doing what she want to do. Because I don't think this is the first time that April has come out and said something about the Tyler about Miracle. I don't think so. Or Tyler, both of them. I just if I was to meet a man and they got a child, I would just and it was some issues going on. First of all, I'm not dealing with no shit. But if there was some issues going on, I would just try to make sure that me, girl, I don't girl, listen. That's y'all child. I know you have a child. I have to accept your child because that's your child. But all the extra shit. I remember one time we were talking about Matt Barnes and what's her name? Gloria and their twins and a new girlfriend, Anaya, Beverly Johnson's daughter. And I told y'all that girl was playing games with Gloria because the little boys have their own Instagram page. I did the research on that one. So this ain't no allegedly. At the time, the boys had their own Instagram pages. I think they had a page together because they're twins. And the girlfriend got online talking about happy birthday or something like that. And Gloria was like, "Girl, stop playing these games. Like, stop getting online, acting like you care about my kid." It was something like that. And I was like, "Girl, I understand what Gloria's saying because, girl, if I get online and say happy birthday, girl, I'm gonna tag the person who I'm saying happy birthday to." The simple fact that you didn't even tag the little boy's page lets me know that, girl, you was really doing that just to piss Gloria off. You got online wishing these little boys happy birthday, but you didn't even tag them. So if I get online and say happy birthday, Keisha, girl, I don't tag Keisha, then how the fuck Keisha gonna know I'm wishing her happy birthday? And even if the little boys don't have access or they're not over the social media pages, girl, I'm still gonna tag them anyways. I just feel like sometimes the baby mamas do get a bad rap, right? I do think some baby mamas are crazy as hell. We gonna be honest, but I also think that there are too many people out there with kids, and if they were to just step outside of themselves and say, you know what, I can see where this self is coming from because if these were my kids and I told you to do X, Y, and I mean, yeah, X, Y, and Z, then bitch, I mean for you to do X, Y, and Z. And I also think sometimes in these situations, you have the baby daddies like Diamond who probably over there telling Miracle, you you gotta love my kid. That's your kid. You can do what you want to do. If you want to say happy birthday, say happy birthday. I really feel like that's what be going on. And so Miracle done got her ass online talking about my girl heart, heart, heart. But the baby mama saying you ain't seen this girl but one time. Like I feel like it'd be a whole bunch of game playing in situations like this. And I just would not want to have a bigger headache than what I probably already have. So if I think it's going to cut down confusion, I don't have to get online and tell and do the whole my girl heart, heart, heart. I don't have, I feel like people like to put on for the public. I really feel like that's what happens. Anyways, girl. But do I could I see But some people are saying that, girl, I don't know how true this is. Some people are saying that April, I guess, held Tyler down while he was trying to get into the acting world. And I guess when he got on, girl, he left her. I don't know. If that's the truth, I could see why, if she is a little bit bitter, I could see how she could be pissed off. That's why y'all gonna learn, y'all listen, stop taking care of these niggas. Y'all still ain't learn, girl. Y'all take care of these niggas, honey. They make it. Go get them a bad bitch, right? Go get them a big booty bitch. Anyways, child. It is what it is, honey. All right. Kevin McCall ordered to pay his ex-girlfriend $1.5 million over alleged freeway ASSAULT. So neighbors, Kevin McCall has to cough up a pretty penny to a former partner who hit him with a lawsuit. Girl, y'all been trying to like girl y'all neighborhood talk, Cal. Baby, y'all come to start proofreading, baby. Y'all misspelling words. Who hit him with a lawsuit over an alleged DV incident. According to documents obtained by Radar Online, the music producer was arrested back in 2019. He was hit with one felony count charge for injuring a spouse. The victim the alleged victim filed a civil lawsuit. Shortly after he was arrested, she accused him of DV and battery, claiming he punched her in the head while she was driving on a freeway in Los Angeles. Via Radar Online, on the night before the alleged ASSAULT, the woman said McCall was verbally and physically, um, girl, I'm tired of spelling out words, abusive to her. She told him he could no longer stay at her home. The next day in the car, um, the woman said he was still at her place and wouldn't leave. She offered to give him a ride over to his grandma's house. While en route, she claimed he took out a blunt. Took out a blunt. Wait, he took out a blunt out to hit. The woman said he didn't. The woman said she didn't want him smoking in her car and tried to take it away. She said McCall then punched her on the right side of her head, causing her head to slam against the driver's side window. The woman said she struggled to understand what had just happened and had to regain control of her vehicle. She believed she was going to die, according to the suit. The woman said she was able to pull over and ended up wiping blood off of her face. She claimed to have suffered emotional and physical injuries and wanted him to pay up for it. Kevin denied the allegations, but ultimately stopped responding to the case, which resulted in the woman being awarded a default judgment in the amount of $1.49 million. And we know Kevin ain't got it, so girl, you're going to have to just charge it to the game. This is what I got to say. It's set one. I don't blame girl. If these niggas put their hands on you, sue them. If they got to take 20% out of their check every time they get paid, girl, and they take you the rest of your life, or girl, you don't collect all the money, that's fine. Two, I'm not victim blaming, but I do have questions. We had this conversation before. Y'all hear these stories about these men and how they're violent and how they don't mind putting their hands on a woman. It's hard for me to believe that whoever this woman is, she has not heard the stories that have come out of Eva's mouth about this fool being psycho. And even with you, I feel like you've heard these stories. You still decided to enter into a relationship with this man, knowing what you have probably heard. And now you the next one he done went upside their head. And now you done got your head slammed into a motherfucking car window. I'm just saying, y'all. Like, it makes no sense to me. I know everybody don't be on the blogs, everybody don't hear stuff, girl. It's just hard for me to believe that whoever is dating Kevin McCall don't know he got a baby with Eva Marcel, ain't heard the stories that Eva has told, and girl, you still got with this man because you probably heard the stories and didn't believe it, or thought that you could change him and he not gonna treat you that way. And girl, look up and here you go, girl, blood running down the side of your face. Hopefully she's okay. Like I said, girl, we know Kevin ain't got no money. So she ain't getting that 1.5, 1.49. But hopefully she can get $20 here and there, and girl, it is what it is. That's all I got. I'm gone. I'll talk to y'all tomorrow. I'll have the Real Housewives of Atlanta review up tomorrow. All right. Bye, y'all.